Okay guys, hi again. In this video we're going to see a presentation of the course. We're going to see all the content it has and all the things you can wait for it. So here we are going to start with the introduction. I'm going to talk a little about my experience. Then we're going to talk about the course. This is the video where we are. The third class is going to be the download all resources, when we're going to have all the Blender files from all the chapters we're going to see along the course. We also have the references and also the links to the reference collections. And finally, we have the Facebook group. That is the link to join the Facebook group, to be part of it, to share your work, to make questions, to ask for feedback, or to give feedback if you want. Then we're going to have the first chapter with the fundamentals. We're going to see the basic tools we have in the school mode, how the brushes work, how to configure them, the different sculpting methods. And then with this basic knowledge, we're going to make the first practice, that is going to be a chess horse. Then we're going to see more tools. We're going to see the special cloth brushes and the mesh filter, and how to apply color to the sculptings. And finally, in this chapter, we're going to talk a little about the current state of Blender for sculpting. We're going to see the good and the bad things, the potential and the limitations, and in general, what can we expect in the future for this program. Well, then we have the chapter 2, in where we are going to start with the character project. We're going to begin with the blocking of all the character. We're going to start from top to bottom. We're going to begin with the head and continue with the muscles from top to bottom, the limbs, the hands, the feet, and then we're going to polish it a little. We're going to take the blocking and polish it until we get a cleaner surface like this one. We're going to fix proportion and refine the surface a little. In the third chapter, we have the blocking of the accessories. We're going to put one by one all the accessories that this character has. Some of them are going to be sculpted, like the cape, the helmet, and other pieces like the trident and the shield are going to be modeled by vertex modeling. The straps are going to be curves, and we're going to use different methods depending on the object. So we're going to see different basic modeling and sculpting techniques. Then we have the chapter 4, in where we are going to polish the body. We're going to take this guy and merge all the objects in one geometry. And then we're going to prepare a good topology with the Quatrimesh tool to get a clean topology to be able to subdivide this character and continue working in different subdivision levels. Okay, then we have the chapter 5. Here we are going to polish all the accessories. Some of them are going to be retopologized. That is, replace the mesh with a cleaner mesh. For example, for the helmet, for the shoulder armor, it's more convenient to remodel this kind of objects with vertex modeling, because we're going to have with that a cleaner edges. Other pieces are going to be polished in the sculpting, and in other objects, here in the detailing, we're going to put some texture detail in the surfaces. It is not too visible in this image, but some pieces like the metal are going to have the metal texture. For example, the metal is going to have some wear and tear, and it's going to be like hammered. The shield is going to have all the veins for the wood and all the details in the surface. In the chapter 6, we're going to take this character and we're going to rig it. We're going to be using an add-on called Rigify that comes with Blender. We're going to model this base down here to put the character, and then we're going to make the pose with the armature we created with the Rigify. And after making the pose, we're going to clean the surface, because after posing, we can get some surface damage or deformation. So we're going to finish correcting that. And in the chapter 7, we're going to have the presentation of the character, in where we are going to put the material for the character. We're going to create a scene with a very good lighting to make a render like this one to use for the portfolio. And for the technical part, this should be the last video. So if you have followed well the process, the idea is that you finish with a character like this one and with a high quality render to use in your portfolio. And well, in the final chapter, we're going to see like a summary of all the things we saw in the course, some conclusions, and you're going to have also promo material for my other courses. So this is all the content of the course, and I will see you then in the next video to start with all this process.